so I just take the subway and I go over there.
But there were two babies that played him. Yeah.
Does it give you insane, like, have you seen it since you've had babies?
No.
Megan or Sean? Do you think it would give you crazy anxiety?
Absolutely. It would give me... But there's also a world where you're like, yeah, the babies do things that are, like, so crazy that I do think my baby could get away from a robber. Like, you'll look up and they're in insane places. And it's like, yeah, you got to think like a baby, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, Max was standing on the tank of the toilet.
It's unbridled thinking. There's no, they can think anything. They have no restriction plate. They're baby.
Right.
On top of it, on the tank of the toilet.
On the tank of the toilet.
And I walked in, I was like, what the fuck are you, what? It's, yeah, it's nuts.
She's taking it up her decker, dude. Right?
We were at a frat party, I was like, right, I don't even like these guys. Go take a dump in their toilet. do it right. Do it up top.
Sean, I'll prank you for your next pick.
I am going for Toby from Labyrinth.
I don't even...
Has anybody seen Labyrinth?
No.
No.
Oh gosh, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. But anyway, so the whole point of Labyrinth, the Goblin King, David Bowie, and Jennifer Connelly. You guys have never seen Labyrinth?
Oh, this baby is cute.
It's really well. Anyway, so Jennifer Connelly, she's like 14. She's babysitting her brother, and he won't stop crying, and she's pissed she has to babysit him. So she's like, I wish the Goblin King would come and take you away. And David Bowie's the Goblin King, so he does come and take the baby away, and he hides the baby in the middle of his labyrinth. And she has to navigate the labyrinth to find her brother, and she has like 12 hours to do it. And if she doesn't do it, then he gets to keep the baby and turn him into a goblin. But anyway, it's just one of my, I grew up on the movie, it's one of my mom's favorite movie. You can clearly see David Bowie when he's dancing. He's got these tight-ass gray pants when he's dancing. And you could just see the bell end of his penis, plain as day. It's crazy that it made it into the movie even. So I think that's why my mom...
give something for the moms.
Yeah. She's something for the David Bowies, too.
And so the baby in the movie was the child of the people who made the movie.
Oh, really?
So, like, kind of the original Nepo baby. His mom and dad were in production on the film and gave birth to the baby, and they were like, let's write him in.
Yeah, it just rules. He's just cute ass baby, but I just love the movie. I like David, there's one scene where David Bowie's throwing him up in the air like 30 feet. It's just fun. It's a fun little watch. He's just sitting there. He's so innocent. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know he's been kidnapped, and then he might turn into a goblin. And ultimately, she saved him. No goblin. So.
What is life like for goblins in this movie? Does it look bad, or would it like be kind of fun being a goblin?
Fine.
Yeah.
It's
like David Bowie's a goblin. He looks hot as fuck, right?
Yeah, he's the Goblin King.
But
he's not a goblin.
But is he? Oh, he's not a goblin. He's just the king of the goblins.
He's the king of the goblins. The goblins don't look great.
Oh, okay.
But is no one gonna do it?
What?
No one's gonna say goblin these nuts. You said goblin 40 fucking times. I'm sitting here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
I did not even think about it.
I'm sitting over here going nuts. I'm sorry.
I didn't even think about it.
I'm sorry for that. You just kept saying it. You just kept saying it.
I can't believe how hard I was slipping. I didn't even...
You said goblin 17 times. I'm just over here holding back.
Oh. Yeah, well, now I can't say it again. Anyway, Toby from Labyrinth. Labyrinth to watch.
All right.
David, time for your next pick.
I'm taking Jack from The Incredibles.
Yes.
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 Come on, great baby. I love a baby with unlimited power.
Yeah.
Adorable, classic adorable baby. I mean, just everything you need.
Yeah, Jack rules.
Yeah.
Saving the day.
Yeah, it's like a hyped up Bam Bam.
Oh, I guess so. Jack is a cute name too.
Yeah, like Bam Bam, Jack. They're both super
it's
strong.
like one of those cute baby names that you're like, when he's an adult, when he's 13, he'll be like, it's Jack now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Austin or something.
It's like a Kennedy baby name.
Yeah, Jack is like, if you name your kid Jack, he's gonna have a lot of money.
Oh, I know a lot of babies named Jack. And they're all doing better than me.
Really?
Yeah, because technically it's John Jonathan, and then they're John, and then they're Jack, or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Originally,
My cousin's Jonathan and he's Jack now. I think that's where Jack comes
But
from.
people are just going straight to Jack, too.
Yeah,
now.
now they are.
Yeah.
Jack. Full Jack, no. Oh, that you can't do that though. He's gotta have.
Or Jackson. I know some Jacksons.
Oh yeah, shit. I was even thinking.
I know. I know a Jackson with an X for that.
Wow, how's he doing?
Jill.
He loves the Carolina Panthers.
Well, they got the #1 pick, so Jackson's living large.
That took you so long.
I think he was trying to find something nice. Listen, tell him to enjoy Frank Reich, okay? I mean, I don't know. He's just a great cartoon baby. I love babies with powers. That's always fun in anything. You take when you make the most powerful character the baby because they're so reckless.
What about a raccoon?
Who hasn't?
And he came out on top, man.
This climate?
Oh my God! What with inflation and everything?
Yeah, come on, man. I fought 3 raccoons yesterday.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Somebody would wake that guy up.
He's also he's really classic because he's sometimes just in the diaper.
Yes. Which is how I think of baby.
Yeah. A really common theme that I'm noticing now is like the one hair sticking up. That really is a go-to production design.
Yeah.
For fictional babies, just have hair sticking up.
It reads baby. It reads baby hard. Yeah.
It reads baby hard.
It reads baby hard.
He's a redhead. He's a little redhead too.
Well, check redhead.
Yeah.
Except for my third and fourth picks. With my third pick, I'm going pure cute metric. This is a pure cute pick. It is a picture that can melt my heart just by looking at it. I'm going Baby Grinch.
Oh yeah.
What a good move.
If you haven't seen it before, look up Baby Grinch. It is somehow maybe the cutest baby that has ever existed.
I do think for non-fictional babies, parents.
Wait.
David disagrees.
Did I do it wrong?
Baby Grinch?
This baby looks like an old ass man.
Yeah, he's all furry. Look at him.
So Baby Grinch really embraces the double chin, triple chin thing that a lot of babies have. But I've taken pictures of babies before and had parents be like, "Hey, don't post that, not because I don't want my child's identity sealed, but because the baby has multiple chins."
No. Really?
You have a pompadour?
Baby Grinch does have a little pompadour.
Yeah, he's fat. He's fat.
Yeah.
He's a little chunker.
Baby Grinch is he's chubby. He's got a dashing little haircut, and he looks skeptical.
His mouth kind of looks like a butthole.
Yeah. He's perfect. He's perfect in every way.
That's great, man. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, give me Baby Grinch. And with my fourth pick, I'm going the far opposite way. I'm taking a pick to symbolize something that is so taboo in society. It can barely be talked about. I'm taking the ugly baby from Seinfeld.
Oh, good job. Yeah. Just Kramer walking in like, whoa.
You never see the baby. All you really see are the reactions to the baby. Sometimes a baby is ugly.
Yeah, dude.
As it should be.
And it just happens. There's ugly babies. Oftentimes they don't grow into ugly adults. That's fine.
Usually they grow into be hot.
Yeah, because it's just they got crazy parts that just need time to come together, work together. But every now and then you see like an ugly baby, and you just you can't acknowledge it except in hushed tones later.
Yeah,
you can't bring it up. I honestly don't even like talking about it it's weird putting it out there sometimes. Where I'm just like, I can just keep it in.
Yeah.
I know what I think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to tell anybody.
I need to talk about it.
I'm like, I think all babies are cute.
Same.
And my friend was like, yeah, but what about so-and-so's baby? And I go, you got me there. There's exceptions. But even like, sometimes a baby is so ugly it is cute. Because you're like, what's going on?
Yes.
Baby
Up
Grinch.
and down.
Baby Grinch. Yeah.
You're such an ugly little weirdo that it's
They
endearing.
just look like a retired mill worker when they're just born. You're like, oh.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a thumb. Oh my god, a thumb
Yeah,
with a little
definitely.
hat.
You ever see a baby where you're like, it looks like that dude smokes cigarettes? You know
Like the baby's not sleeping through the night and looks like it, like those kind of babies. Yeah.
Well, there's also baby acne, and so sometimes you'll just. And my baby had really bad baby acne, and we would still take him places. You know, it's not. We're not going to hide him.
Yeah.
And I would be like, he wanted to get out of the house. He asked for the sunlight.
He's sad.
He feels good. He's like thinks he has a good personality, so like he's happy to be here.
He's made peace with it. He's made peace
I like
with
what you
it.
said.
Yeah.
I like what you said. He thinks he has a really good personality. You didn't say he has a really good
We don't know.
personality.
I mean,
Yeah, he thinks he has a good
Remains to be seen. Yeah.
Somebody one time commented on Maxine's bags under her eyes. They just came up straight up and they're like, my God, she looks tired. And it's like, go fuck yourself.
a baby with
What?
bags is so funny because it's like, what are you tired from?
Yeah.
I was like, Max, you can go to sleep.
I know, like the first hold my son got, he looked like a hungover public defender. Like it was like, what have you been through, honey?
You've been poring over documents all night? What are you doing? This
Oh
is crazy.
God, you're wearing a black suit jacket and blue pants. You like you got dressed in the dark.
You got dressed in the dark. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I love it. I love an ugly baby, and
Yeah.
I'm just glad somebody talked about it.
Yes.
David, time for your fourth pick.
I am taking their twins. Is that allowed?
I think so.
Sure. Yeah.
Because they're in tandem. Did you guys watch the Proud Family?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have the same
Well, I'm
political
taking-
views as I do now, so I would have watched it.
I'm taking BB and CC Proud from the Proud Family. I'm pretty sure named after BB and CC Winans, which is very funny. One had a big giant afro. The other one had cute afro puffs. Just your typical mischievous cartoon babies. You know what I mean? They were always
Was that a
getting in
kid's
trouble.
cartoon or was that
stuff.
like an adult's cartoon?
It was an adult's cartoon, or it was a kid's cartoon. I watched it mid-range. Solange did the song for it. You guys
So
ever
it's
see the
you,
Proud
word?
Family? Penny Proud.
They're very cute.
Tommy Davidson was the dad. Great show, Proud Family. I really have. It was just
Sounds
classic
like
cartoon
I've never
babies.
even heard of it.
You and I will always be
I think
that was
together.
Like 10 years ago, or when was this?
2001. To
Solange
2001.
was around in 2001 making music?
Now, obviously, we're three white people saying we have not seen this show. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
I would like to say that it was not marketed to us because seeing these babies, I would have loved to connect with
It
them.
was on the Disney Channel. I thought it was really popular. Maybe not.
I was post Disney Channel by 2001.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, you got out.
I was older.
You got out Johnny Tsunami era.
Yeah, I was out by then. I was like,
Yeah.
I was too old.
I probably took a 10-year break, and then when I was a nanny again, I like went back in, and so I sort of know the the Trump era. I know that Disney Channel
Oh, like
too.
Sweet Life on Deck. Sweet Life on Deck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like later. That was
Yeah.
when it was all, because I know because of my little brothers, that was when all the Disney shows were just about dating. It was like all these kids were just like in relationships.
I just remember seeing them and being like, oh, I'm gonna get to LA and get so many acting jobs. And it's like I was even sent to Disney audition, and I'm like, I can't play I can't play the sassy neighbor.
Right? How do you get in there?
I
That feels
I
like
have,
a
I,
great.
I have a beard. I think that was my first mistake.
I
Yeah.
think you would be a great Disney actor.
I would love to be an adult who the kids yell at.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like in their lap, where like I'm just soothing, they yell at me, and they're smarter than me.
I want to be a frazzled teacher, like something.
Yeah.
I want to be like this smart guy who owns a store. Like they come to my milkshake shop.
You could do that for
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. Well, because in Johnny Tsunami, they go to like a falafel shop. Like,
Which
the
is-
kids are even like the kids are.
That movie's confusing. That movie's confusing.
PB and CC from the Proud Family. John, time for your pick.
I'm gonna go Ike from South Park.
Oh,
Hey.
Little Canadian Ike.
Oh, flapping head.
Little Canadian Ike.
Let me tell you, being up here in Alaska, there's a lot of head flappers around.
Oh,
Produced by a head flapper.
Ike needed like the helmet. You know, you've seen the helmets.
Yeah.
Did Max have to wear the helmet? No, my guy.
What's the helmet for?
To shape their head. So it's something where it's like, I think it's cosmetic. Like, there'll be babies that they're like, they need this, and you don't want your head to be super flat. But if you're a girl, it's like, you're gonna have hair cover it. Like, it's just not, my niece has a flat head and no one knows.
Max has a big ass bump on the top of her head that still freaks me out, where I'm like, is that all right? The doctor's like, it's just like a oof, like that. And the doctor's like, they're weird, man. It's not it ain't nothing but heads can be weird.
They're weird, man. Thanks for coming to skateboard doctor.
They're weird, dog.
Weird, man.
They're weird, man.
Heads, man.
Babies don't have kneecaps.
Oh, that's why they're so good at crawling?
Yeah, I guess they just don't have them.
When do you get your patellas?
I don't know. Maybe when you declare for the
Max
draft.
never crawl?
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, if you declare for the draft.
Yeah. I got my patellas when I got beat into the cribs. They just gave me a couple.
I love that to go back to the character, that his voice is always like a field recording of an actual baby talking. You know what I mean? Like,
and sometimes he'll swear. It's so funny hearing a baby go like, "Fuck up."
Yeah.
But isn't it like that's the character where like he always feels like somebody recorded an actual baby on their iPhone, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like I think a lot of times it is a real baby talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. South Park's another one. To me, they always get it right. They just don't miss to me with South Park.
Wow.
I love it.
We're learning a lot about your sensibilities.
I don't not like a lot of stuff.
Were you originally going to take Ike before you made these anti-Semitic remarks, or Ike Raflowski?
I'm just trying to make up for it.
Is that where this comes like a makeup thing?
I didn't know what to say. I thought it was going to be funnier. Now I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to text you later and apologize. I guarantee it.
Dude, do not do that.
Why didn't do anything?
This is so much funnier than if you would have said Monster.
If anything, we should apologize to you.
Yeah, everybody knows race baiting is fun.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah, Ike. Just a little head flapper and Ike.
Yeah.
Ike Raflowski. Megan, time for your fourth, and then your final picks.
Okay, great. So my fourth, gosh, this is a guy that I've loved since I was a child, and it is Pee-wee from Bebe's Kids.
No way! Are you kidding?
It's funny because you're frozen, David, but you're freaking out.
There's no way I couldn't get that in the fifth.
I'm so sorry.
Shit.
I'm so sorry.
God damn it! No, it's a great pick. Tolo is a fantastic voice for a baby.
It's so good, and his diaper always has flies around it. It's the baby that they're just he has shit in his diaper, and we're at an amusement park. It's just so.
When they're rapping, and he goes, "Taking a dump can be so relaxing." And then he poops, and he goes, Baby's Kid, straight jacket. Yo, I can't believe this happened.
I'm so sorry.
I love it when someone gets a
great
pick.
It's a great pick. It's a great pick.
Baby's Kids, remember when HBO just had the rights to 4 things? And it was La Bamba, Baby's Kids, Radio Flyer, and then a new Saturday night movie. And so it was I watched Baby's Kids probably 100 times. And
I've seen it so many times.
It's so good. And
I really love that you picked that, but fuck me. That fucked
What a
me
crazy
up.
4 movies you just said. That's crazy. I've never heard those movies
They were
together.
okay, we got the budget. Can we get? And they were no. Oh yeah, I went to
That
Obama.
little baby, he loved Las Vegas. They go to Vegas at the end. He's like, yeah, Vegas, my kind of town. Oh God, what a good baby.
Yeah,
no,
he's sort of
he's
he's sort of the black version of the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's sort of the same vibe.
Yeah. But also with a bunch of poop in his diapers.
So much poop. And the youngest, has siblings, but like, oh my god, the end of Bebe's Kids is like so tough. When they like go home and there's no food, and then he goes back to get them.
When it sets in. When it sets in what's going on.
Yeah.
Baby's Kids got real at the end.
It does.
I'm gonna watch Baby's Kids again. It's been a long time. That's definitely one I should be up on.
It does. It's a family staple, and like my little brothers grew up watching it too. It's just because it was one of the DVDs we had. God, man, I gotta pick a fifth baby.
I'm so sorry. I'm really torn on my final pick.
Well, so before we get to your final pick, let's take one last short break.
Okay.
The weather's getting nicer. You are going to need nutritious, convenient meals to energize you for the warmer, active days. You got stuff to do. You're gonna look outside, like, oh my gosh, it's amazing out. I just want to go be functioning in the sunlight. If you're too busy to cook this spring, like most people are, with Factor, you can just skip the trip to the grocery store, you skip the chopping, you skip the prepping, you skip the cleanup. Holler at your boy, that's the worst part. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. All you have to do is heat and enjoy, and then you get back outside, soak up the warm weather, or just continue with the day. If you're looking for calorie-conscious options this spring, try delicious, dietitian-approved calorie-smart meals with around 550 calories per serving, which is fantastic. I recently started counting calories, and it matters. They offer delicious flavor-packed options for the menu every single week, fit a variety of lifestyles. You got keto, calorie smart, you got vegan and veggie, you got protein plus. If you're trying to get the bulk on, I feel you. There's no reason to not check it out. Head to factormeals.com/allfantasy50. Use the code allfantasy50 to get 50% off your first box. Again, that's code allfantasy50 at factormeals.com/allfantasy50 to get 50% off of your first box.
And we're back. It's time for Megan Gailey's final pick. It's the fictional babies draft.
Oh, you look that's awesome. That's a heavy pick.
So I was going to go with one cultural icon. I'm going to switch to a different cultural icon because this one actually meant more to me. I actually think this changed the shopping world forever, and that is a Cabbage Patch Baby.
Oh yeah.
It's just that was the original Tickle Me Elmo of. That created Karen's, was the shop for the Cabbage Patch Baby, and just white moms at a Toys R Us, and they came out of the ground, and everyone wanted them. My brothers had one. It transcended gender and class. You just needed a Cabbage Patch Baby.
They look so 80s to me. There's something about that face, because my older siblings had them, I never had, but their faces it screams 1981 to me. They're just so...
Yeah, I feel you.
The Cabbage Patch Kids. They're cute, though.
They almost look evil.
Yeah.
They're so cute, they look evil.
Yeah. We eventually had enough that I took a blue pen and put freckles on one, because it was that time, you wanted a doll to be reflective of you, and I had freckles, but then it just had blue dots all over it, and it did not look like me. Yeah, they're funny. Remember, their hair was leaves. When they're coming out of the patch, it's so wild.
They're an actual cabbage.
Yes. And cabbage is gross.
Sean, you were born as a cabbage, right?
Yeah.
You Irishman?
Right away.
There you go.
A little Irish.
No, but
potato cabbage.
Just so you don't feel so bad.
Do you remember their little cloth bodies?
Yeah.
It was they had that big plastic head and then weird floppy cloth bodies.
Yeah, weird, almost like what backpacks were made out of.
Yes.
Like those wrestler bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about wrestling buddies for an hour last night. Yeah.
Oh.
I had a Warrior shirt on, and boy, did we talk about the wrestling buddies.
Oh. So wait, did their head come in a thing of cabbage, and then you had to attach it to the body, or how did this work?
No, you pulled it out.
It was like cabbage, yeah.
Yeah, so the body was underneath the ground.
Oh, okay.
So fucking weird.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, duh.
I didn't know that.
No.
Huh.
All right. They were out there though. Cabbage Patch Baby. Sean Jordan, your final pick.
Can I do this?
Uh-oh.
Can I pick Baby from Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, I think so. Megan says no. Megan's face says no.
I don't have to.
No, it's technically a fictional baby.
I don't want to bum you out.
No, it doesn't. When you said that, I thought you meant the baby who was the aborted baby.
No, Jesus
that's what I was like. Wait, because there is a baby in that movie.
I'm not a monster. No, no, I'm just saying Baby from Dirty Dancing. It was fun. It was like one of the ones that popped in earlier. I was like, oh, that'll be a fun one. I also love Baby from Dirty Dancing. It's a fun ass movie. I've been talking about babies, all that, like that process. Like I've been working it into the stand up because we had some, they were like, we just had a tough time getting pregnant. So anyway, Baby from Dirty Dancing.
Nobody puts her in the corner.
I'll allow it.
Wait, Laura got pregnant?
Yeah, I got a kid, dude.
We gotta talk more.
Yeah, I got a baby. You bought her something. It's crazy. Ian bought her car
I did
seat.
buy her an icy sweatsuit.
I bought her a ton of shit.
The high chair, the car seat, and something else that I didn't want to buy.
I did your whole list.
That's a lot. A car seat's expensive, so is a high chair.
It was like.
Wait till she gets of age. I'll buy her a gun.
I'll buy her a gun right
She's
now.
got guns. She doesn't need more guns. We don't need more guns. We don't need more blankets. We're stocked up.
I'd like to thank you again for taking Jennifer Grey pre-nose job.
Do what I can, We don't all wear capes. I'm out here just letting
you
everybody
keep
know.
supporting the Jewish culture.
You do indeed. Yeah.
I try.
Jennifer Grey, Jew with a Jewish nose, and you took her, and I appreciate that. You've done a lot of work. It's not where we started, it's where we end up, and I think the journey's been so important for you. Much like the Jews' exodus from Egypt.
Yeah, I gotta thank the woman upstairs for helping me on my journey.
David Ward, time for your final pick.
Pee-wee I really thought I could get it last. That's crazy. I'm taking Boss Baby.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I never saw it.
He's a baby.
He's a boss, he's a baby.
Well, there's, I think, at least 3 movies now. There's a TV show. Like, he is it's Alec Baldwin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tough. But Boss Baby,
I'm taking the fictional baby.
Yes.
I'm taking the baby who just wants to be a big brother. Or a little brother. It's an adorable movie. I'm taking Boss Baby.
I've never seen it.
Baby.
I gotta watch it.
I've read the book.
Wait, is that true? Is that like a kid's book? No, it's fucking hilarious. That's so funny. Time for my final pick, the final pick of the draft. I am going to take the dancing baby from Ally McBeal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Buddha Chakra.
That baby,
huge.
The CGI baby had the culture in a fucking chokehold.
Yeah.
There were news stories on that baby.
Yeah.
We were going nuts for it.
I thought you danced like that when I was drunk.
It's not a bad way to dance. I think you imprinted on that baby like early. I think it was just like, oh, all right. They're good moves. Smooth. It's like you're a wine mom dancing at a train concert kind of moves.
That baby was that baby likes a jam band for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a Drops of Jupiter dance.
Yeah.
Just hanging out at the string cheese incident show.
Maybe.
Hey, soul sister.
OAR.
Just back from the atmosphere, that baby. That's the final pick. Mars, do you have a pick?
I am taking from the Mario Kart series, I'm taking Baby Mario.
Oh,
He's fast,
good call.
he's got a better power-up than Mario, one of the best players in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We also have Baby Groot on the board.
Yes, we did. Another cute baby. Another very cute
It's just
baby.
not my baby. In my pantheon of babies, he's just not up there.
No, for sure.
We'll let like a Gen Z guest take Baby Groot or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing for that.
I'm too old for Baby Groot.
Right. No, that's why I didn't pick him, but it's like fair for me.
Yeah, fair for his baby.
Alon Sean's pick, the baby from the movie Bringing Up Baby. It was like a little jaguar cub. It was pretty cute and fun. But that movie's from the 30s.
I also love, I love Baby Oscar from Ghostbusters.
Totally.
Oh,
He was my sixth man for sure.
Yeah, he's
I
a
wanted to take
six-man.
the baby. Yeah, 3 men and the baby.
Yes,
Good baby.
that's a good baby too.
Good baby.
Yes.
That's a good baby. That's a good baby movie. That's a great
That is
baby.
Those
really
are the
good.
babies we didn't take. The babies we did take. Megan, you went first. You took Maggie Simpson, Grogu, Baby Yoda, Baby Bink from Baby's Day Out, Pee-wee from Baby's Kids, and the Cabbage Patch Baby. Sean, you went second. You took the baby from Roger Rabbit, Mikey from Luke's Talkin', Toby from Labyrinth, Ike from South Park, and Baby from Dirty Dancing. David, you went third. You took Tommy Pickles, Bam Bam, Jack Jack, Baby, BB and CC from the Proud Family, and then Boss Baby. I went last, and I took Baby Sinclair from the Dinosaurs, Stewie Griffin, Baby Grinch, the Ugly Baby from Seinfeld, and the Dancing Baby from Alan Beal.
That Seinfeld one, that's the sneaky one. That didn't even.
You call me sneaky now? You call me sneaky?
You sneaky
You've
motherfucker.
come so far in this episode, Sean, and then you just...
Knocked it all down.
I tried. I just can't get past it. There's some things I just can't get past. I'm sneaky. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all.
We want to hear your picks, unless you represent the Anti-Defamation League, and then maybe skip this episode. Hit us up at All Fantasy Pod on Twitter, allfantasypodcast@gmail.com. Shout out to everyone on the AFE Patreon, the AFE Shaslackity, what am I forgetting here? The AFE subreddit. How could I forget? Shout out to super producer Marissa on the ones and twos. Shout out to Save 2 Carmel. Shout out to Frankie Ocean. Shout out to Sid the Dude. Shout out to Haji Beats. And more important than all of that, tune in again next week for another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything.
Chicago.
That was a HeadGum podcast. This is a HeadGum podcast.
Welcome to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything, the podcast that asks, is it worth it? Let me search it, put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's near to the Bermuda Serpentine Draft. It's near to the Serpentine Draft. I thought about that on the way over here. I finally thought of one, and I feel like it was as good as when I just come up with it, or if not worse.
I love it.
It's not worse. I mean, that was pretty good. Shout out to Missy Elliott.
You thought of it and you said it.
I said it out loud.
I'm terrified of singing out loud, so that is always impressive to me.
Even, I mean, that was more of like rapping.
Spelling, yeah.
We all know I'm really, really good at. I'm one of the better rappers.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah. I'm one of the best.
In comedy or
No,
just
one of the better
not
rappers.
limiting it. Good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's like me and Ryan Lewis from Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, and then the third person as well to complete the joke. Today, we are drafting movies that make you cry, but more importantly, today we welcome. I'm going to say friend of the pod, though if you're a regular if you're a regular listener, you may think of him as enemy of the pod.
Enemy.
I think
People
you're
are thinking, I didn't even do anything.
I know,
I'm an
you're an
enemy.
enemy of the pod.
This is David Boring.
This is David Boring. No, David Boring's not. David Boring's still on the road going, yo, in different cities.
You know
of
it's not
America.
David because I don't sound like a trash can fire.
Oh, no. Oh, the clapbacks already have. I don't think David even goes in
Yes,
on
he
you.
does. I got an
Okay.
extensive.
You know what it is.
You know what? That is Sugar Shane Torres.
Thanks for having me.
The big cranberry himself.
Yes.
The Palocopter. El Borachito Benito.
The master of disaster.
The master of disaster, Sir Mount himself, Wyatt Burp.
Wyatt Burp. Yeah, absolutely. Is that everyone?
The king of last call? I don't
The
know.
king of Sting.
The king of Sting. Whitney, a.k.a. Whitney Houston. a.k.a. Whitney Dallas Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we'll call you.
Good friend, talented comedian.
Good friend.
Thank you.
Talented comedian.
It's a
A.k.a.
pleasure
30
to strikes.
A.k.a. 30. Oh, a.k.a. 30 cuts, no hits.
No. I fouled one off. It was 49 of 50.
I don't know if you did, but
I did.
Shane,
I felt it.
this is Shane Torres. Shane Torres finally with us here on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
The 30 cuts, no hits refers to you after 2 days after a breakup.
It was pretty bad.
It was after one of those.
It was pretty bad.
One
I
of
like
those-
how this is already.
One of those
Are
early
we even
breakups.
introducing anybody else,
We
or are we
went
just
to
getting
a,
right into my personal
I
history?
like this.
We'll get to Amy Miller and Zach Toscani in a second.
Okay.
We're both here. We'll definitely get to them. We went to a batting cage.
But don't forget that we went to that all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet before.
Oh, we went first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we went to an all-you-can-eat, what I like to call a China bucket. And one of those Chinese food restaurants where there's also, like, pizza and french fries and like, whitefish.
And chicken nuggets, yeah. It's like,
And we ate like conquering kings, and then went for batting cages. And Sugar Shane
went for 50.
0 for 30. Although
0 for 30.
there are some claims 1 for 30.
And then, well, I feel like it was 50 pitches. I feel like you're getting the number wrong.
And-
Which
oh,
I know it's not
maybe.
in my favor, so I'm like,
0 for 50.
yeah, I feel like my memory's better, but not. But it's 25. They're not gonna.
I just smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah.
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 But then
and
the
I'm
whole
saying
purpose-
I found one off.
The whole purpose of that trip was to like get you re-inspired. Like let's Shane
That
see
trip,
what he
we
can
went
do.
to Beaverton from southeast
yeah.
Portland. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
trip?
We went to my homeland.
Yeah.
At Syrup Mountain on
Probably
Twitter.
what yes.
At Syrup Mountain. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah. Let's Syrup Mountain.
Syrup Mountain there too. Syrup,
Yeah.
Syrup Mountain across platform. It is so nice to have you.
It's good to be here.
Baseball, not your skill. Comedy,
It's going okay.
it's going okay.
It's going okay.
Going pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Comedy Central half hour.
Yeah, in September.
Creeping
It's gonna
up
air
on us in September.
on a Friday at midnight or whatever. it is.
Classic at home watching TV hours.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the album coming out.
What did you decide on name?
Yeah.
I remember the artwork, but what was the name?
The Stand-Up Comedy Bible by Judy Carter by Shane Torres.
Are you serious?
No, they said we'd get sued. I went with Established 1981.
That's awesome.
I love it.
That's also great. I love a comedy album that looks like it's on an Abercrombie and Fitch t-shirt.
Or
No,
Code
I
Red
gotta be
Mountain
like, it's
Dew.
amazing how quick you are.
It's a good thank you. Gremlins, the Gremlins classes. What do you have to promote? What's coming?
The special,
Yeah.
the album, and then I'll be at Acme on
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, August 30th to September 2nd.
Check out Shane Torres.
It'll be in High Plains. Yeah.
Oh, and then wait, are you going to go
I'm just
back?
doing the first night. Yeah.
Okay, then you're going to the wedding.
Yeah, and I'll also be at the Wig Lopez wedding.
The Wig
Anybody wants
Lopez
to come
I'll be
is
see?
there.
star-studded. I think we'll all be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Or
going to be.
And Sean.
And Shane.
And Shane.
Yeah. It's like I'm not here still. When you say it.
Sean's stuck. Do you want 30 seconds to just go off on Sean?
No, I'm going to do it in person.
All right, fantastic.
I
I'll
don't need
record
this
it on my
I don't need this to
iPhone.
go out on the internet.
Amy Miller joining us as well.
Hello.
Returning champion Amy
Hello,
Miller.
friends.
At Amy Miller on Twitter.
Yep.
At Amy Miller on Instagram.
Amy Miller Comedy on
Amy
Instagram.
Miller Comedy on Instagram.
Yep.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm okay.
You've been on the road a bunch too.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. It's fun.
It is fun. But it's nice to come back to LA, where it is so humid right now.
I bask in the sunlight.
Yeah, we're all kind of golden in here, right now.
Yeah, we do look sun-kissed.
It's a sun-kissed podcast.
We have like a nice little crowd.
A pod kiss. Yeah, Brunswick, for sure. Where can people see you soon?
Oh, I'm gonna be. I'll be at Outside Lands with Shane next weekend,
In the gay area.
in which you can also see like the Who there if you don't want to see comedy.
It's going to be you, me, Henry Rollins,
I saw Ty,
and a Tribe Called Quest.
I saw Ty Siegel at FYF, and Henry Rollins was just off stage enjoying it. It was
Oh
amazing.
yeah, he's the best.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be there, come say hi to us. I'm also gonna be at the Royal Comedy Theater in Minneapolis, August 17th to 19th, and August 25th, Laughs in Seattle.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
The old Dennis and Dave Dennis.
I don't know who that is.
He's the owner of the club.
Oh well, thank you so much for having me. And for headlining me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, be sure they put your. Well, they let the previous headliner's name on the marquee all weekend while I was
Oh,
there.
no.
So, yeah. So maybe get on that ahead of time.
Yeah, I'll get on that. Come out. Yeah, and Amy Miller Comedy is my website if you want to see all my dates coming up.
Zach Toscani, rounding out the foursome here.
Yes, sir.
At Zach Toscani on Twitter.
Yes,
Instagram, Facebook,
The whole thing.
it's all there.
Yeah.
And then Portland tonight, because
Yeah.
it is Thursday. Come see me and Jay Larson at Helium.
Oh, nice.
Jay Lawson.
That's a good
Thursday
show.
through Saturday.
Jay Lawson.
He's from Boston.
Yeah. That's a fantastic show.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And
Even if you blow it, you know.
which I'm planning to
Jay's
do.
so good.
You know what I mean? You know, leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
I always think.
Yeah. More of another comedian.
That's
Yeah.
a really good weekend.
We want
before
more
we
of the
go to
host.
Zach is so funny. Jay Larson's one of my favorite comedians.
Jay Larson is
Amazing.
one
I
of the
think he's
best
like-
Conan sets. I
The
think
one
ever.
everybody likes to watch. Like, I think comics go watch Jay
Yeah.
Larson.
So fun.
Yeah.
Comics, boat shoe enthusiasts, everyone.
Golf fans.
Gosh.
Golf fans. Does he golf?
I think he's a
Oh
golfer.
yeah,
we
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
hit him
Do
up.
you like lobster rolls? You'd
Lobster.
love him.
yeah. He's settling really into the dad stuff.
I like
Yeah.
that. I can't. God, I hope I get to do that.
I know.
Somebody let me get him pregnant. If you're an All Fantasy Everything fan and you want
Tweet
to
at
have a
us.
kid,
Oh my God, you could do an episode where you pick baby names.
or a fantasy baby names.
Yes.
I just feel like I'm ready to be a dad. You
yeah.
know? I'm in bed around 10.
I'm getting there too. I get like hiccups
Yeah.
of like I want to be
Do
married.
you think you get to stay in bed? at
I've been
10
listening to
when you get
Steely
bed?
Dan and going to bed at 10. I'm ready to be a dad.
You're just gonna get a chair.
Yeah.
Like you'll make more noise laying down than standing up.
You just start
Yeah.
you start soaking your feet in salt water.
Absolutely. I'm going to do weird shit like that. Yeah, I'm going to watch war movies. Just divorced from whether they're good or not.
Yeah.
You'll get to say talk to your mother.
Talk to your mother. Ivan Carmel, my father, who sits upon a throne of bones in Portland, Oregon. The man will just watch any war movie. He doesn't care.
Oh yeah.
He's like, he'll come home and like one day it would be Saving Private Ryan, and the next thing it would be like this thing Tom Sizemore made that was funded by the Argentinian government or some weird shit.
So he just it's like not just like once a week, or like it's not like it's TNT and it's Sunday.
During the Blockbuster / Hollywood Video era, that man would come home with trashed. You know when it's like in cartoons when someone goes fishing and they pull up a food? Like the movie equivalent of that.
It's like he gets the Pacific instead of Band of Brothers.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
What is Atlantic Rim, Dad?
just because they're not here, make sure you. Sean Jordan, I think, will be back by the time this is airing.
Dropping,
Yeah.
he gets back on Thursday.
But David Bory will still be out on the road, so check out David Bory's website.
I ran into Bori in Chicago.
Did you?
At the North Bar show. We hung out. Did a little guest set. A few All
How
Fantasy
long did
Everything.
you go?
I think I was supposed to do 7. Probably wrapped it up around 35. But a few All Fantasy Everything fans delight. I was a nice little cameo.
Oh,
for them,
Oh
Really?
yeah, they came out to my North Bar show too.
Yeah,
They were
they're
so sweet.
Yeah, they
Shout
were.
out to the All
They were
Fantasy
really great. One of them was like, Dave and I were having a cigarette. One of them was like, "Oh shit, Shane!" Like it was really excited.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming to shows. We always love when you interact with us on Twitter.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
love that. Shout out to the All Fantasy Everything subreddit, which is popped up.
Yeah.
I haven't checked it out yet because I am bad at the internet. But I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna get really stoned and then I'm gonna make a
It's
Reddit
pretty
page.
easy to find.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just text your mom before you go into Reddit. Hey, Mom, I'm going into
I'm
Reddit.
going in. If I
you
don't come back in 35 minutes,
You should get on there and do an AMA.
oh, I will. And I'll go
AFEAMA.
there and
It's
do an
medical advice.
MMA. That's not anything.
MDMA.
I'm gonna go out there and do an MDMA where we can just touch each other.
You
It's
will
not
want to
sexual.
fight after a few minutes on
Really?
it.
Yeah. AFB subreddit's nice. I was just like, fuck Ian. Everything else is cool.
They're probably all nice.
I know every once in a while, like, there'll be a package at the door, and I'll pick it up, and then for half a second I'll go, wait, I remember Ian tweeting about if any Nazis wanted to come lay hands on a real Jew, and I'm like, what if this is a bomb?
I also got into it with the InfoWars crap.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Braveheart.
That's
What a way
always
to
fun.
die.
The info. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't want to rehash it.
They
Well,
always
I-
finish up in like 8 to 10 days. You just have to wait it out.
They do. They're like,
It's
yeah,
like a bad flu.
you had an experience with that. They just
Oh,
get
yeah,
really
yeah.
angry and they tire themselves out.
They move on to someone else.
They
They
fall asleep in a
forget.
doggy bed.
Every once in a while, someone trickles back like 8 months later, and you're like, buddy,
They're
this
just
is over now.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like yeah. Stop coming up to me like a terrible
Go
ex-boyfriend.
spend time with your kids.
Yeah, steampunk of online harassment. Living in the past. They do have kids too.
They do.
Today, we're drafting movies that make you cry.
Oh gosh.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, like this one was tailor-made for old me.
Well, you were.
This
I
whole
heard you were
group is
angling
that
for it.
set.
Yeah.
What?
This is a bunch of criers in this room.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm a
Yeah.
big cry.
I watched 3 movies this week that made me cry.
Did you really?
Well, at work, I have a day job that allows me to watch movies at work, so I watch like 4
Is that what
movies
you
a day.
Yeah.
And I'm usually there.
Zach is a prison guard.
And I'm there way earlier than everyone else, so I'll just watch like real serious movies that I would know otherwise
Yeah.
spend the time
That's what
watching.
you start your day with.
Yeah, like I watched that Churchill movie this morning with Brian Cox.
Yeah.
Really good. Anyway, yes.
The way we determined the draft order was the rollicking game. A rollicking Gangnam Style. A rollicking game of rock, paper, scissors, played by the three of you. I believe you know the rules. All right, we throw and shoot. Everybody ready?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, Shane wins. Shane Torres, you win. You get to determine the draft order. I will remind you, it is a serpentine draft.
What does that mean?
Oh,
It's like when Axl Rose goes up there and he just does that thing where he just kind of like back and forth.
We're right up into a wall
losing.
and then backwards.
Yeah.
Which means if you pick fourth in the first round, you pick first in the second.
Oh, I see.
Shane, what will be the order?
Ladies first.
Amy Miller going first.
Zach. Oh, me. Okay, good.
Oh, Amy, you're trying to control the thing.
And then gonna Zachy and me.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll loop it around.
Shane going for that double pick.
Yeah, I just also
He needs
really
time
feel
to
the need
think.
to defend myself.
All right. So that means Amy Miller is going first with the first pick of the movies that make you cry, all fantasy, everything. Amy Miller, you're on the clock.
Homeward Bound.
Oh, that's so good.
I want you guys to know I did a really fucked up thing today too, and I watched just the sad. I mean, I am fearing that
Yeah, I
because
know.
it's
That is the
all
irony
in
of
the
that
car
thing.
right now, and I'm having like a small panic attack that I didn't push the button to
He's out
lock
there
the
like,
windows, and she could roll it down and
That's
just jump
You
out.
didn't pull up the e-brake and
When Shane's picking, you can run out that, Jack.
Oh, okay, that'd be great. But I watched all the sad clips from all the movies I picked today, like back to back at my kitchen table.
Why would you do that?
And it felt really
Like
good.
a sad
Did you
junkie.
go cry out?
I was just like drinking coffee and sobbing.
Were you in a locked bathroom?
No, I was in the kitchen. Adam locked himself in the bedroom and was like, "Tell me when you're done." Homeward Bound. The ending scene when Shadow comes home to Peter.
No.
And he's the last one to come, and like Sassy and Chance already. Yeah, Peter, you're okay. Yeah, Don Amici. And the most heartbreaking thing is they've all been worried about these pets, but Shadow comes home and he's like, "I've been so worried about you,
I
Peter."
know.
And you're like, "No, you're the dog. You were in danger."
Yeah.
I'm worried about you.
It's fine. And he's limping, and there's like an oboe playing all of a sudden.
And he's like wet and muddy, isn't he? He's like a little.
They've
He fell
been
into that
through a
hole.
lot.
Yeah, worse for wear.
Yeah, they left
Yeah.
him there.
I have never
Michael J.
seen-
Fox and
Don Amos? Don
Don
Amos?
Amici.
Don Amici.
Don Amici.
You've never seen Homeward Bound?
No.
What?
Christ, I'll just send you this clip
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, that's fine. 'Cause
if
I
you
don't-
need to get it out one
And,
day.
Sally-
Rub one out.
Don't say it.
Yeah, rub one out.
You
That's
need
what
to
you
get
say
it
for,
out.
for crying. Right.
Yeah.
I rubbed a lot out today. Homeward Bound. That's my pick. I started with animals.
Sally Field is the cat
Sally
voice?
Field, yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
Michael J.
Big fan of
Fox.
her.
Damn it.
I
Michael
love
J.
Sally.
Fox is Chance.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Sally Field might be in a few of my picks. Because she's kind of a master of
She's great at crying.
She's
and
drama.
amazing.
Yeah. In this one, she's kind of sassy. As the name of the cat will indicate.
And it's not just the ending, but earlier in the movie when they're still together, at one point, Peter's just holding
Izzy.
Shadow,
Yeah.
and Shadow goes, "You're my favorite boy in the world. Oh, I love you, Peter."
He does!
And I just cry and cry.
Now, can I point out that both Shadow and Peter are both redheads?
That's true.
Is
Yeah,
there a
they
little
look
bit
alike.
of you putting your, when you were a kid and you watched this, did you put yourself in that family?
I just love. We had a lot of dogs. I liked Goldens, and I liked I only spoke to the dogs really because I hated my siblings and I had no friends. Is that what you're getting at?
Well, I mean the dog thing more than the redhead.
Oh, okay. They understand me.
Exactly right.
I never even had dogs, so I was like, yeah, Shadow's dead.
Not
Maybe
that
they'll put
I'm
a
allergic.
Yeah, I'm allergic.
I didn't-
But as a kid, they wouldn't have cared.
I didn't know you were allergic either.
Ivan's like, you're getting a dog.
He had a dog for like the first 4 years of my life, and then he lost him in this litigation. No, no.
Ivan doesn't lose litigation.
That's true. But we had a German Shepherd for the first 4 years of my life, which I always thought was ironic. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
A little ominous.
Yeah, the only Jew, the only German around.
You know all the videos we watch, these dogs aren't good guys.
He's like, now we own one of them. You know,
And now I'm so freaked out that I am going to check on this dog while Shane's going.
Yeah, you absolutely should.
Sorry to be so unprofessional.
You might even do it while Zach's going.
Yeah, you
next.
can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
save for criticism.
Homeward Bound, the first pick.
First pick.
Shane will probably be criticizing you pretty heavy no matter what it is.
That's true.
Zach Toscani with his first pick.
On a very similar route, I also went animal.
Oh.
I'm going
The Animal, starring Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he is such a great actor.
I can't believe she picked Homeward.
She's gone. They're out. She's out.
She is out of the room. What
Yeah.
in the world?
And our producer's out of the room too, so I can just eat trail mix now.
I'll have a drink of LaCroix.
None of this is getting edited out. So
No, okay.
Like how you did 9/11. We know. We all know, Shane.
Look, a lot of people call me the star of it, but it really was a team effort.
It was
like,
one of a big chill-esque ensemble cast.
It was like Scrubs.
Oh.
Okay.
Zach, you can still pick.
Okay, so I went similar route with the animal movie. I went Marley and Me.
That was one of the ones I was thinking about.
Now, Marley and Me for sure is like a Hallmark type movie. Like you know what it's gonna do. It's tugging at your heartstrings. Everyone knows pretty much what the story. You know what's gonna happen is gonna happen. But you still watch it and it gets you. But this one isn't like it doesn't mean an untimely thing. It's just like if you've ever had a dog in your life, you understand that like life cycle of like seeing it mature and then you kind of change your lifestyle. Anyway, I had a similar dog growing up. It was the family dog, but it basically was mine.
When you say similar, it looked like?
Yeah, like a golden lab. And then was basically my dog. And then
Zach picked Marley.
Yeah, Marley.
Never forget your first dog.
I didn't pick my dog, Skip. Oh yeah. Oh jeez. I can't do it. But so this dog growing up, I went to college, graduated college, and then one of my best friends was getting married, and the night of his rehearsal dinner was when we had to put the dog down.
No.
What was the dog's name? Lucky. What did Lucky leave to you? Oh, Ian, don't get me. I love that dog. Yeah, we would he would just I would sleep in my bed like every night throughout like middle school and high school. He was like the best friend when I had like. Yeah, it was like when you had no friends. Yeah, I would watch Quantum Leap with him. He loved it.
Me too.
Yeah, dogs love Quantum Leap.
Who knew? Me and Zach were the same.
Scott Bakula,
you guys, you have so much in common.
But yeah, that Marley and Me, man. I don't think if anyone watched that movie, even if you knew what was happening, you would still break down and cry.
But
it's just a guarantee.
That thing could have like just a bit in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
well, it's a movie that I think purely made money because people were like I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave very sad, but it's like, yeah, exactly.
It is sad.
There's another one out right now, right?
The Dog's Purpose. Are you gonna see that?
I don't know.
It's just a setup. It's same. Yeah.
Well, there's this crazy true story of this dog called Hachiko. There's this Akita that this businessman had trained. So this businessman, I think, lived in Tokyo, and like trained this dog that he would walk to the subway. The dog would the businessman would get on the subway, and then the dog would walk back home. And at the end of the day, the dog would come to the subway and meet him. And then this happened for like decades, and everyone got to know this dog, and it was like a whole thing. And then the businessman had a heart attack at work and died, but the dog kept showing up to the subway every day until people would try to take it in, but then he would run away and go back to the subway. So now there's this monument to him at the subway station.
And that businessman was
Adolf Hitler.
Let that be a lesson to you.
This is the first time I haven't done food on this show.
I know,
and I already hate it.
It feels weird. You know what I like to do is watch all of Marley and Me, and then I'll be quiet for a second and be like, Marley and I.
Actually,
did you do that in the theater?
I think you mean Marley and I. I wait till everyone leaves. And they turn the lights on.
I thought it would be such a funny thing if you filmed if you went to Marley and Me in theaters, and then at the end of the movie, you're like, no, guys, Marley's fine, and then you just bring a dog through.
No, Marley's fine.
It's just a cat on a leash.
The paper mache dog made out of a rollerblade. Built on top of a rollerblade.
One of those robotic ones that like people have. Remember that
Yeah.
trend? That was around for a few seconds.
Where it's like Pet Cemetery, it's just a rabbit.
Marley, excellent pick.
Thank you.
Yeah. God.
Anything with animals is kind of on the table.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Are you already crying? Or are you just wiping away?
Oh, just a little mascara. Not yet.
Yeah, okay.
You guys will know.
She left the studio. A nuke just got dropped on LA.
Check on the dog. The dog's fine. He's alive.
Okay, so it's the Zach, Marlon, and me.
Yeah.
Excellent pick. It's now my turn to make a pick, and I am going to diverge from the dogs that we're doing, although there still are some on the table.
Weird, you care about people?
I care about one particular kind of people, and that kind of people is Tom Hanks with AIDS. I'm taking Philadelphia.
Nice.
That movie fucking guts me every single time. Tom Hanks at his best.
Yeah.
I mean, among his best. Denzel.
In a very subtle, he's not very Denzel-y.
No, he's not very Denzel.
Yeah.
He's more a little nerdier than he. Also a little like unaccepting of the gay
Yeah,
lifestyle.
that's another part of it that's kind of like
his arc
makes you cry. It's not sad, but like that he changes as a person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that see some value. You see some value in that.
Yes.
Like as he's just like he is a person.
It's got four. I mean, it's got like four gut punches. You know, like Tom Hanks' story. Denzel Washington's coming around. Antonio Banderas, just him, like being a loving partner in it.
Yeah.
And just like understanding and good.
Yeah, just such a good guy.
Look at these goosebumps.
He's got goosebumps on his mouth. If my heart wasn't ripped out by my last ex-girlfriend, and just thrown.
Is this a Squarespace?
Into a meat grinder. Yeah. Offer code come back, Amanda. Back welded underwear that she'll never see me in again. And then the song, the Philadelphia song by Bruce
Neil
Springsteen.
Young. Or was it Bruce Springsteen or Neil Young?
Yeah.
Okay.
Streets of Philadelphia.
Neil Young does the end song though, right? At the end of the movie.
No, that's Bruce Springsteen.
You can put those two together.
Springsteen does the whole
Like,
soundtrack, I think. Like, because I think
There's
he
the
won an
Streets one.
Oscar
he
for
does a
it
lot of
also.
songs
He did.
about Philadelphia.
At the very end of the movie, I feel like ends on the Neil Young song
Could
called
be.
Philadelphia.
I think it's.
And I'll stake my life on it.
Okay, well.
Put this knife to my throat, Amy.
Nope, you're wrong. You're gonna get
There's
AIDS.
no knife
And that's how you're gonna die.
I think
Alright,
also
nobody
the
stole my fucking AIDS joke. Fine,
the
I get
slow
it. I get it.
the slow
It's a little more
decline
sensitive.
in that movie, because sometimes sick movies it'll be like too fast, like you're like, oh, this person's fine, and then oh, now he's on his deathbed,
That's
and
the
it's like this
drop-off.
painful slow decline that's just so heartbreaking.
And it's Tom
It
Hanks,
takes a while.
and you love Tom Hanks. You've never seen. I think maybe that was the first movie you saw Tom Hanks die
He
in.
gets so gaunt.
Yeah.
The lesions and everything. There is
Skinnier
a
than
deal.
Cast-
You can go to him for every. If you want to, like, you could make a list of
Everything.
just Tom Hanks.
Tom
movies
Hanks is
for this.
amazing.
For this.
That's true.
Yeah.
He can do. Yeah. Tom Hanks can do anything. Who's the next
Did you
Tom
know
Hanks?
he played guard at Villanova?
Did he?
Yeah, he can do anything.
He was shooting guard on the 1978
Oh, I
national
don't know.
championship.
Who is the next?
I don't
Tom
think
Hanks?
there is one.
I don't think there is another Tom Hanks. And I'll tell you this, although it's kind of a divergent, there's not a. Who's the next big comedic leading man or even woman?
Like Chris Pratt, if he did some dramatic roles and he really sold them, he could be a
could.
Tom Hanks, because he's so beloved.
That's a good point.
But you
Oh,
do
yeah.
have to be like perfectly beloved.
But it's
Yeah.
You
weird
fall
to
into that Robin Williams class of
Yeah.
you can't just be funny. You have to have like a.
because now Chris Pratt is pulled into like he's in 2 franchises.
Yeah.
He's in Guardians
Yeah, he's turned into a superhero.
and he's in Jurassic World, so it's going to be hard for him to go in there and make like those like early Tom Hanks
Like
movies.
Money Pit or Big.
Yeah. Oh, what a pity.
Yeah.
There's no. I don't know who
Birds.
the next like
I
comedic.
think Gosling's got range and he's beloved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he can't be funny.
He's really funny,
Yeah, he
yeah.
was great in the Nice Guys.
Tom
He
Hanks
was great. He
Which
was
is
great.
my next
Nice
pick.
guy.
But Tom Hanks could play like kind of like the idiot and the smart guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he could really kind of do everything for you.
Shout out to Taj Mowry.
Who that would be? That's
I don't know. I mean, if any listeners have any suggestions, send
It's
them in.
also
I'd love
maybe
to
just
hear.
like a different industry now, where it's like the movies that Tom Hanks was making necessarily probably wouldn't get
Who's even the next Will
Watch
Ferrell?
releases.
There's not like a comedic leading man out there who can like carry a movie right now.
Maybe it's one of you.
Oh, and that's what we'll be determining right now.
Ladies, leave the room. We're gonna throw a knife on the floor and see who walks out of there.
Let's see who can sort of endow it with the funniest character traits. Yeah, so I took Philadelphia. Extraordinarily sad movie. Beautiful movie. I think I've told the story on the podcast before, so I'll make it quick. I put that on with a girl when it was like pre-Netflix and chill, Netflix and chilling, and put Philadelphia
What do you
on.
mean?
We made it, when you watch a movie and then you engage in sexual relations
With the movie?
Was this
with the girl.
Shane, have you never heard of Netflix and chill?
I didn't know what it meant.
Watch
like
a movie
year
and
ago.
bone.
That
For
is
you,
true.
that's the Hulu 2-week free trial.
On my laptop.
And,
And,
you want to come over
and
and
I
watch a
hope my
movie on my
roommate's not
phone?
home.
I have my roommate's HBO Go password.
Well, we made out to it a little bit, and then I got like really engrossed in the storyline. And when it was over, I was just wept in front of her for like
Good.
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Oh, man.
It's a good test.
Really?
Yeah.
That made you cry?
Well, like I made out with a girl.
Yeah.
And then like I just got kind of.
And then these fucking Cape Cod motherfuckers started drowning. Bobby.
Klausterman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Klausterman, that's right. All right.
And you need Malloy. He's not here to.
Fucking Mike Malloy. If Mike Malloy would have come, he would have gone home 15 minutes ago. Shout out to enemy of the program, Mike Malloy. Shane Torres, it is time for your first pick. Your first pick of the first round, your first pick in all fantasy
shit.
everything history.
No,
You've never done this before.
I have.
Yeah, he has.
Wait, when were you on it?
I had a couple of infamous picks.
Wait, you mean at the live show?
No, you've been on one here, I
What
thought.
episode were you on?
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it.
What episode
I know
was
what
it?
you're doing.
Was it? Wait, what was one of your picks?
I picked green bean casserole.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. What was the big thing?
Oh,
you said?
sampler platter.
Oh, that's what it was, Zach. Thank you. That's right, sampler platter. Sampler platter. That one food we all love. The sampler platter.
I'm gonna.
Zach, what's your favorite sport?
The Olympics.
Mine's
just
probably
like,
the
yeah,
Olympics.
all of them.
Yeah, I love the Olympics. Yeah. My favorite
Winter
band is
Olympics.
Now That's What I Call Music 36.
I'm glad you. Is this what you do all day at work? Single waste a bag on me.
Just roast people?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, it's specifically you.
My
No, okay,
favorite
I'm sorry,
flowers?
Shane. It's your first pick
Yeah,
of
but-
the movies to make you cry.
I am actually going to do something I don't think any of you guys think I would do, and I'm going with Rudy because it's not depressing.
I would have thought you'd take a Rudy.
Yeah, but I think you all would have thought I would go sad.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes, I was
Inspirational
trying to
tears.
think of Victorious Cry.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
hard, yeah.
There's
That's a great
This
one.
list is full of them.
Rudy Rudiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grew up a Notre Dame fan.
Good
Yeah.
slow clap movie.
Yeah.
Shane
Didn't play
Torres, an
there.
Irish Catholic band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn's first appearance in film.
That's right.
And
Rock's in it.
who?
Rock.
Rock.
From the TV show Rock.
Oh yeah, Charles S. Dutton. Yeah.
Not the Rock.
Sir Charles S. Dutton.
Original Rock.
Yeah, that's true.
When you said Rock, I went The Rock, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And then I was
I
like,
went Tony Rock.
Nicolas Cage?
She just likes that movie.
Yeah, just the whole movie is him trying despite a lack of effort.
Yeah.
Or despite a lack of talent.
Yeah.
Which is something I completely identify with. He just he's never quitting, and in the moment where he kind of does quit, everybody shows up for him. It's also I bet in real life he was persistent to the point of annoyance, but they don't show that.
Sure.
There's no way he wasn't like,
Well, there are a couple people who were like, fucking Rudy.
give me your number. Give me your number. Give me your number.
Yeah,
Like,
we
what
all-
you're gonna please? Like, he's like, yeah, I'll help you move.
Yeah.
Like, he just,
We all know comics who are Rudy.
Yeah.
There's so many Rudy comics. And none
It's
of
not
us
gonna
are-
end well for
None
him.
of us are throwing our jerseys on the table for him.
And nobody's getting carried up the improv because
Yeah.
they're right 5 minutes set.
Didn't he not really get a sack in the game he played in? Was that Hollywood Magic?
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
But he did play, and he was the only player to ever be carried off the field.
You used to have a joke about Rudy, right?
Yeah, because he got.
Man, you love Rudy.
Yeah, I know, and he got charged with securities fraud.
Rudy Rudiger.
So in a way, it's still really
You know
sad
what?
for
You know
me.
what? The SEC carried him out of the venue.
Taking it back
Which
to the
which
dogs.
Security and Exchange Commission.
I
Yeah.
named my high school dog
Not the
after him.
Southeastern Conference.
Rudy.
Rudy.
Did
Yeah.
you?
What kind of dog?
Lab mix.
Tiny little
You shoulder shrug. I don't give a
Just a
shit.
mutt. I don't know. She's just
Yeah.
a mutt.
Yeah. Would you guys just like adopt most of your dogs?
We were white trash. They just sort of happened. To
Yeah,
us.
you know, like,
Showed
you
up.
know, like
We got it. We got her
You
out
get
of the
one
back
that
of a
shows
truck.
up in your garbage. And you're like,
Yes.
that's Christmas present.
Or an
Yeah.
older dog has a litter and you keep two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We'll
had
be
that
right
a
back
lot.
with more dog talk after this.
Just, it's so good. And even like, he wears an old Notre Dame jacket.
Yeah.
Like everybody else has new ones, so they like,
Yeah.
they make him so drab, and then he just knows everything about it. It's so great. And I always wanted to play football at Notre Dame, so he can, oh, Jesus.
So it's a little bit of a,
It's not
a
too
little bit
late.
of fantasy. There's really just that one crying moment in it, right?
I mean,
The end.
there's just the end. There's when they put the jerseys on the table.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, and then there's the one where the scene where his friend dies in the beginning. Where like he's working at like a boiler plant or something like
Yeah.
that, and that's why he goes to like Holy Cross.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
College football is a huge time commitment.
It really is.
He really should have quit. Like I mean, I get the story. It's inspiring and all that stuff.
Right.
But like, I mean,
Look at his post life.
but that is like now he's just a guy who shows up and speaks
yes.
and makes tons of money. Like
He does.
you know,
I mean, yeah, it worked
he,
out.
he definitely goes to like the IBM conference every year, and just you know.
I'll tell you where
I
he came
bet-
was to Westview High School. Westview,
You're
fighting
right.
Westview Wildcats, and he inspired me to keep trying with girls that I had no shot with, just over and over and over again, until I reached the point of
We love
depression.
that.
He came to the high school.
Yeah, Rudy came to the high school.
Wow.
Spoke to all 2,500 of us.
So all he has to do really is just play the movie, and then after the end, just come out and
Like,
like just raise up his hand
any
and everyone cheers him.
questions?
Yeah, exactly.
It was one of those things where none of us really cared, and we were all just kind of bummed that we had to be in the in an assembly,
Right.
you know. So just real uninspiring Rudy appearance.
There would have been tears in my eyes.
You think so? Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Well,
because we only had drug and rehab speakers come to old.
Oh, were they like drag in like a wrecked car?
Oh God,
Like,
just
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Did they ever
there's
set
like-
those scenes where it'd be like a wrecked car and then people like hanging out of it and stuff?
Yeah, we did.
Or
Yeah,
someone
but
with like a tracheotomy thing. Like,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
smoke, kids.
Yeah.
they're like
Ways
religious,
out
but they
back.
I don't
can't.
know. What
They
does
can't
the
like
school like
lead
approach
you.
that
You,
person like, hey,
if
you're
you
really
want to
gross,
lead
do you want to come
if you want that prayer, I'll be able to hear pray.
God
So-
can be anything.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
can't make
yeah.
all of you pray.
God can be anything. It can be God. It can be Jesus. It can be one of those two things. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, Coach
One
Bohan.
of those speakers. Rudy, excellent pick. Now, as it
Very
is a
good.
serpentine draft, it's time for your second pick.
I am going to go back to the animal route
I'm
with
going to
Old
take
Yeller.
Netflix and take everything.
Whoa.
Oh, Old Yeller.
Yes.
Cannot wait.
Sorry.
You cannot
I'm
wait
sorry.
to just shit all over.
Here, Yeller.
So many dogs.
Yeah.
I've never seen Old Yeller.
Dog in the West.
Not a lot of cats getting drafted.
No. We don't give a fuck about cats.
They
I
have
love
9
cats.
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a lot of good cat movies.
Well, a cat's not gonna like drag you out
You
of
can't
something.
emotionally connect with a cat, is
No.
why. Except for mine.
Right. I've emotionally connected with Babes.
Yeah.
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 I love
She's
Babes.
charmed a lot of hearts.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to cats and I actually like movies.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. Old Yeller you love mostly because of the warthog hunting.
Hey, let's go down to the bucket and fresh pappy, a fresh bucket of water down there by the creek.
I used to love that movie.
Yeah, I bet if you put it on, I could still not watch it without crying. Like, there's no way I can
Yeah.
get through it without crying. The end is just.
I mean, that's
Oh.
kind of the point of the draft sheet. It's
Well,
movies
do
that
you
make
think
you
you
cry.
still like you would still cry at
You think
Marley and
Old
Me?
Yeller?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marley and Me is like I could be on my yeah. I
It's
could
almost
be
like the
8
more
years old.
times you see it, the more you cry.
Exactly.
Because it's your sense
no,
memory.
I
Yeah,
don't cry
we
at
were just
Rudy
tying
anymore,
it to,
but
like,
that dream's
memories
also
Oh,
dead.
okay, let's put it on. See what happens.
It's great. I mean, I don't think we're going to spoil the ending. If you haven't seen Old Yeller, what was it, made in 1956 or something
Yeah,
crazy
and then
like
they
that?
remade it with Malcolm, with Frenchie Muniz. They did.
What did they do?
What?
They remade Old Yeller?
Yeah, they did like another one with Frenchie Muniz.
Wait,
Nothing
that's my
bad
dog
happens
Skip.
at the end.
Are you thinking of My Dog Skip?
This Old Yeller 1957. Your boy was close.
Does Skip die too?
Oh, I mean, eventually. All dogs die.
Fess Parker.
You're gonna go to heaven.
Yeah.
The guy's name when it was Fess Parker. Fess Parker. That guy had opinions about baseball integration. I guarantee you that right now.
Why are you making my face?
I'm not saying I said I love that movie.
No.
Fess Parker, though.
You're always looking to
definitely.
poke holes in what I'm doing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Shane's pick, 2 degrees away from Nazism.
I'm just saying, Fess Parker thought the Kansas City Monarchs should stay the Kansas City Monarchs.
Yeah. The old Washington grade.
Yeah.
The state of Washington grade. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm not saying the movie's bad, just because everyone in it was definitely racist.
Including Yeller.
Including Yeller.
Yeah.
The dog gets the rabies from saving him
From saving them from warthogs. Wild hogs, right?
Wolves. I thought it was a wolf.
No, it was
Oh, so
hogs.
it ties it clues into the Wild Hogs franchise.
Yeah, it's part of the Wild Hogs.
Oh, okay.
It's a prequel to the
Well,
Wild
now I
Hogs.
have to say.
No, it's definitely hogs. It's not wolves.
What was the... See, I've never seen
Boars.
Yeller. It was...
Boars, yeah.
You've never
Wild
seen Old
boars.
Yeller?
No.
Me either.
I think I always just knew about how sad it was, and I was just like,
I mean,
It's
It
just
was
something that's out there
I
that you
think
don't.
me not seeing Homeward Bound is less of a surprise.
Well, that was more generational, though. That
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
came out
Old Yeller
when we
came
were
out in the
kids.
50s. It's
But
weird.
it's also
It's kind of weird that we
Disney
saw
movie.
it.
It's like you guys saw Cinderella, and that
That's
came out.
true.
Yeah.
It was a Disney. It was on the Disney Channel. I had the Disney Channel. My dad's a lawyer. I mean,
Was
he was out of the house
was
by
it
then,
just
but
the basic package, or did you have like HBO?
we didn't have the home
Showtime?
box office. Just the Disney Channel. Nickelodeon.
Those are the 2 you knew.
Yeah, VH1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a lot behind the music too. Yeah,
Boars
I'll grab
Chase-
you behind the music next.
Ooh, I wish they brought that back. Maybe it's still on. He has to kill his own dog at the end, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'll do it,
Well,
Bob.
it's like, yeah, he's like, his dad was like, I'll do it. He's like, and then he does it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like, God.
Mm-mm.
He just turned it, like, you feel like
No
you just
thanks.
turned that boy into a terrible man.
Yeah.
At that point.
Became the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, wait, you're right. We're both kind of right. Boars attack the kid and Old Yeller. And then later on, a rabid wolf attack happens.
I didn't know this was an action film.
Yeah.
This is basically the prequel to The Gray.
So it's a little,
That was the whole pitch meeting.
it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, Old Yeller, kind of a yoked dog, kind of a big, scary dog, but like on the side of good.
Yoked dog.
And then it ends after Old Yeller's been shot and killed and probably consumed by just the sort of
By the
animals that would
family.
He wears one
populate
of
the
his
plains.
balls around his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He adopts a little puppy named Young Yeller.
I think they, like, the ending shot is like, grave with a cross.
Is it?
I remember correctly.
This dog is a Christian.
Here, Yeller, come back, Yeller, best doggone dog in the West. Bunch
There's
of
a lot
dumb
of
country
singing.
bumpkins. Dog, he's Yeller. Let's call it Yeller. That's your people, Shane.
Oh, because he was yellow.
Yeah, because he was Yeller.
I always thought it because he yelped.
He shot at
Like
people
yelled.
like, hey,
Oh,
hey,
me
hey,
too.
hey.
I thought that's
Maybe it's both.
Maybe.
Post-U.S. Civil War Texas. No. Yeller.
Good going. I'm glad. That's why I only do this
I love this. I love your movie. I think it's a great pick.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
it
It is a great pick.
is a great pick. Yeller. Fucking, you know what I mean? Read a book.
Also, Yeller was like, if
It's
you were
also
scared,
what they
right?
called.
So were they just calling that dog like it's just old and scared?
Old Yeller. Yeah. You're Yeller.
You're a coward, you old
All
coward.
right.
They called all the Koreans in town the same thing.
Yeah. Because it was Texas. You guys are a certain way up there.
Texas
Wasn't
sucks.
Oregon an all-white state till like
Oregon
19...
was so racist.
It still is, if you ask me.
Not Beaverton.
Oh my god.
Of course
man.
not where you're from.
Beaverton's not racist.
It's
Don't
not.
die on that cross.
Although, first of all, it's not a cross.
It's a coexist bumper
It's a
sticker.
Mormon tabernacle. Yeah, okay. Old Yeller, great pick. And it's time for me to make my second pick.
You know who's a great pick?
Huh.
Sam Bowie.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was, all right? If you want to go with Greg Oden, also a great pick. We didn't know they were going to be injury-ridden.
Well, we should have done your homework.
Dirk Nowitzki dies. What do you think about that?
He's going to die a Hall of Famer with a ring.
God damn it.
Old Yellowstone. Mark Cuban's gonna have to shoot him.
And you guys can try
That might be true. He is a blonde.
That Sam Bowie cut, yeah, that Sam Bowie joke cut me deeper than Mark Cuban's V-neck. I hate his shirts. I like the guy though.
I can't blame him for his fashion sense. It's not what some people would call keen for a billionaire.
What do you think about the Mavericks starting five? You know any of them?
Yeah, I think Dennis Johnson, Nerlens Noel.
Nerlens isn't
Nerlens is
signed.
unsigned.
He's going to sign.
This is boring. All right, so on to the second pick. I was just going to pull your card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, you had the cards. So, with my second pick, I'm going to take Schindler's List.
Oh!
Yeah.
We were in a room together.
When?
Us three.
The three of us?
Me, you, and Shane. Remember at Nick Gone's place?
You, Shane.
No, I don't think I was there. I don't
I
think
really don't
we
think
all
I
watched.
was there.
We all watched Schindler's List.
I certainly wasn't there.
You were for sure there.
No way. I've seen it once, and I
I've
won't
never
watch
seen
it
it.
again.
I won't
Maybe it
watch
was
it.
at
How
Nick
did you
Gone's.
like it?
I swear it was at Nick Gone's.
I don't think I was there.
Like 4 or
remember
5 years
crying?
ago. We were all there.
Wait, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Was everyone crying?
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
maybe
is like
it was.
actually,
We were all-
this is a
We were all in the living room. And it was like
Ringing a
really
bell.
weird that we had somehow all decided to get together and watch a
I
very,
can't
very
imagine
sad
I would
movie.
have stayed for the entirety of Schindler's List amongst a bunch of dirty goyim, none of whom understand the impact that the show had on me and my people.
The show.
the program.
The
big show.
the
You mean the show because it was fake?
No, the show.
The show?
The show because it was fake. I'm sending it to my grandma. I'm not giving her your phone number.
But I swear, yeah. I
I
swear
don't
we
think
were
I was
together.
there. I don't think I stayed. I think I probably left.
So
Sorry,
Nick
what is the
Gone's,
show?
Get at us.
It's another word for the Holocaust. Yeah. Schindler's List, such a fun. I mean, obviously it's sad in so many different parts of it.
I won't watch it.
It's
Have you seen it?
excruciating. It's a beautifully shot
Yeah.
movie. It's an important movie. The thing that kills me, and like the hardest I've maybe ever cried, in a movie or otherwise, I was like in the dorms freshman year of college. I bought it at Best Buy. That's when you would go to Best Buy and buy DVDs. Like, I'm an adult, and
I'm gonna need to watch this
I'm
many
gonna
times.
need to watch this a bunch. I'm gonna want to watch Schindler's List.
It's
a
mostly
lot.
this at dinner parties.
Yeah, that's And I was alone in my dorm room because my roommate dropped out like halfway to the year, which was awesome. But
Which is about how long it takes to watch Schindler's
yeah,
List.
which is it's a long fucking movie. But I watch it at the very end. The last shot turns from
Yes.
the movie into like actual survivors, like
Yeah.
the people that Oscar
Oh
Schindler
yeah,
saved.
yeah.
And I started fucking heaving,
Yeah.
crying, like cried for 45 minutes.
Ugh.
And decided to change my life and be more Jewish and shit like that. Lasted about 12 hours. But,
So right after you went to sleep, you
yeah,
woke up,
I had a very Jewish sleep, though. And,
you just had a bagel for breakfast.
that was kind of it, yeah. But yeah, such a fucking
Yeah,
sad movie.
I remember that ending too, because it's like a long shot, and
Yeah.
are they at his grave?
They're at his
I think
grave.
they have like the
Yeah,
names
and they
spelled
all-
up too.
yeah,
right?
they have, like-
yeah.
yeah.
Do they have
Like the
rocks? They're putting something on his
I
grave.
think they were
right?
putting rocks.
Yeah,
yeah.
on his,
yeah.
on his headstone.
But yeah, seeing that, like these are the actual, like, because even knowing that story was true,
Yeah.
you know, you're kind of like watching it, and you're still, well, these are actors or
And
whatever.
you can disconnect a little.
right?
Yeah.
And when it flashes to the real people, you're like, oh man, this
Such
is
a
like
powerful
these
ending,
people
yeah.
lived this.
Now, I remember the people at the end, but I don't remember was like the characters in the film was the people at the end were they the same people, like were they being
Well, they were
portrayed the people?
they were the people that he
He had
saved.
saved,
They
yeah.
were on the list.
yeah, but like I mean,
Yes.
but
They
so
weren't
like the
really-
people in the film.
I mean,
Well, I don't
by
think-
that point, Oscar Schindler was dead, and like his assistant was
Yeah.
dead. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
guess
if
what I'm
it-
saying is like
if
the
they
people
were
they
any
showed at the end were
characters. I don't know.
were they portrayed in the film?
I don't know.
The survivors.
I don't think with any serious screen time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless, who?
They weren't really treated as individuals in that whole
Well,
situation,
his,
so it's hard to really do like strong character work.
There that is. Yeah.
How am I doing? Jeez, this the line for
Jesus
craft
Christ,
services
it's so
or
awful to
what?
think about.
I will say, Liam Neeson, Ben
Amazing.
Kingsley,
An Irishman.
Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
Lovely
Yeah.
Neeson.
I was gonna say that was Ben Kingsley is the one that I'm like maybe he was in that last shot.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure.
I don't
He
know.
might have been too old.
Ray Fiennes is like a fucking villain in that movie.
Yeah,
He's
that
amazing.
scene where it's like
That
just
guy.
making me,
Yeah.
like he's laughing. You're like, Jesus fucking.
The one thing I don't think aged well. It was great at the time, but was like how the whole movie was in black and white, except for a few things that were red. Now when you go back and look at that, it's like The Watchmen. You know, like
Well,
things
we
like that.
loved that at the time.
We really
like,
did.
That was a
during
big
half
hit.
The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the
it's-
or not Truman Show, Pleasantville. Like they were all,
Pleasantville.
once that effect started being popular.
Yeah,
we
That
just
burst of
loved
color.
it.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah.
Also, Jerry Seinfeld made out during Schindler's List.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
That was like that was like one of the first ones I remember seeing.
It was like My
this-
Philadelphia.
But I mean, when I saw that movie, I mean, I was still like, you know, probably middle. I think we watched it in class or something. And as like a kid, though, it was like that technique. Even though maybe, like you were saying, it doesn't look bad. As a kid, you were like, oh, it was a really unique device in terms of being like, this is a person you have already seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And just the cover, and the poster of the film.
Oh, yeah.
The hands. Oh Jesus.
They're so God. Some of those, the ones that where they're like hiding in the outhouse and shit like that.
I'm sold. I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, prepare yourself.
Do it when you don't have anything to do the next day.
Yeah, it really
It
takes
is
the
a
wind out of you.
fucking bummer.
It's also long as hell. It's almost 3 hours.
I would say like get some like comfort food.
It's more than 3 hours.
And now I only bring this up because it's like somewhat serendipitous. On the drive here, there is a elevator company.
Oh yeah,
called Schindler's
Lifts.
And they're in a UK company, so they technically make Schindler's Lifts.
Schindler's Lifts. Yeah.
Shout out to them.
You call Jew with a speech impediment. Schindler's List.
I know you got.
Can I tell you the best thing about Schindler's List? It made around $300 million. It's not bad.
And why do you like that?
It's
so
not
much?
bad. Yeah. I swear that's not a joke I came up with before. I was just looking at the Wikipedia page for it. And it made $300 million. John Williams,
Wow.
on the score. Yeah. Great movie. Amazing pick. We all agree.
Yeah.
Great job, Ian. Zach Toscani, it is time for your second pick.
Well, first of all, that was going to be my second pick. So you stole that from me, and I'm going to
Did
go.
I steal the Holocaust movie from you, Zach?
My second pick. Oh man, I'm going to go with Mr. Holland's Opus.
Filmed in a little state called Oregon.
Yes.
Why?
Featuring Nick Nampay, friend of the podcast.
Is Nick in it?
He's in it for a second.
He is.
He's just in the crowd shot. But
Oh, that's
wow.
amazing.
I
Are you
love
talking about the
that.
end when he gets his opus?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's like a victorious cry too.
Yeah,
Not
it
sad
is,
cry.
and also there's like
Kind of sad in a way.
there's the father and
Sure.
son angle too. Yeah, like he didn't accomplish his dream because he wanted to write like the next big like piece of classical
Mhm.
music.
His opus
But-
by
and then-
Mr. Holland.
Exactly. And he never got around to it. Well, it was his students that played it for him. You know, all the students that he had taught over his like decades. And also there was the storyline with his son who's dead. Right.
Yeah.
And he's like can't share this love of music with them. I don't know. It just gets me every
But he
time.
finds out a way to share it with him.
Exactly.
With all the lights.
Right.
The lights? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he uses like
lights and
stuff.
rhythm and
Oh.
Set in Portland, Oregon.
Is it in Portland? I know it's in Oregon, but is it in Portland?
At the
Portland
Kennedy
proper?
High School. Now the
Oh.
Kennedy School, where if you're in Portland, Oregon, you can have a beer or a soap. Maybe see a movie.
maybe all
Shout out to
three.
the McMenamin family.
But not to their branding, because
No.
those sunshines and moons are not cute.
It's not anymore.
They got to get a new.
This is real local stuff. For the Portland, Oregon listeners.
Sorry.
Anyway, Mr. Holland's. I've never seen
Holland's
Mr. Holland's Opus.
No.
I like Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss is great.
It's good. All
Were
the
you gonna ask
Gershwin
how I know it
stuff.
took place in Oregon? I know everything about that takes place in Oregon. I've learned all that stuff.
You know everything I did there.
No, I do know everything you did there.
You probably do.
It's about a music teacher.
Yeah, he's a public school music teacher, and he's like taking the job just for like I'm just gonna do this for like 2 years, and then like work on this like piece of music on his own, and like you know, it's kind of like how a lot of people enter their jobs, like, well, I'll just do this for the time being, and then it kind of just becomes his job, and he like starts to, hey, there's like different students that he like teaches along the way, and then
God, yeah, the football player.
Yes,
that kid.
Yeah,
like
that was
like the saddest fucking thing.
That's that actor's he's in Empire, or not Empire. Oh my God,
Glenn Headley.
Terrence Howard. That football player was
that's Empire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Terrence Howard.
Like he's like a good football player, and he needs like an arts credit, right?
Yeah.
And they make him play a drum.
Yeah, he has no rhythm. They teach him rhythm, and then he just like really excels.
Yeah, and then he gets drafted and goes to Vietnam.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's twists and turns, baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Holland's opus goes up and down. I know musical terms.
The opus was really all the lives he touched along the way. I think we can say that. Right?
Absolutely.
Without even having seen
I
it.
feel like that is actually in the final speech of the movie.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you
And
nailed it.
strengthening the relationship with his stepson.
Exactly. You didn't have to see the movie, Ian, because you just wrote it.
I got it.
And also borderline inappropriate with a student at one point.
He
Oh
gets
yeah,
close.
that pretty brown-haired girl who sings like the Gershwin songs.
Yeah, and then she's like, I'm moving to New York, and she
Yeah.
invites him to come.
Oh, well, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Woman promises to move to New York with...
Oh.
I had a crush on my music teacher at the time in high school, so that really hit home for me.
You were like,
What was his name?
Play.
I'm not gonna say.
You were in there singing Rhapsody in Blue, even though it doesn't have any lyrics.
I wrote these lyrics.
This doing anything for you?
I sing all the instruments.
Mr.
Do a drum now.
Mr. Holland's Opus, excellent pick.
I like it.
Dick Dreyfuss. Dick Dreyfuss putting in work.
Yeah.
What's he doing these days?
Dick Dreyfuss is retired, I think.
He was in
Yeah,
a sitcom a little while
he doesn't
ago.
want to
right?
be in. He doesn't want to live a public life.
Yeah.
He's like Rick Moranis. He just is done. He decided he's done.
Yeah.
There's like a
let
community
him
where they
go.
all live next to one another.
Yeah, it's called Bel Air. Dude.
It's called Boca Raton.
Richard Dreyfuss, Beverly Hills High School. Wikipedia's fun, huh? All right, great pick, Zachary.
Thank you.
Amy Miller, it is time for your second pick.
Okay, this is a tough one, but I think I'm gonna go with Good Will Hunting.
Oh, damn it. Fuck you.
It's not your fault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so good.
It's
You're talking about the apple scene? That's the scene that makes you...
yeah. I like the fighting parts. It's, a lot of that movie makes me cry, but Robin Williams is so fucking good.
So good.
Well, okay, first you cry when he talks about his wife.
Yep.
Like even the scene, which apparently Robin Williams ad-libbed, like the whole story about how she
farting?
farted so loud she woke herself up. Like he just put that
Really?
in the
Man.
movie. Yeah. It wasn't in the script, and he just did it, which is why Matt Damon's like organically laughing really hard. But anytime he talks about his wife, and then of course the whole "it's not your fault" scene is just waterworks.
Waterworks.
Also,
Heaving, can't breathe.
I also cry at when Ben Affleck finally goes to his house and he's not there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Just like that they
kills
love
me.
each other, the bro love is
Yeah.
Well, just like the love you'd have to tell someone like the worst part of my day is seeing you because you should be out doing like all these amazing things.
When he gives
Oh,
him
yeah.
a speech at the construction site, not a speech, but the talking to.
Yeah.
He's like, we're gonna watch Patriots games. Our kids are gonna play Little League together. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you do. And he's like, that's not a joke. I'm gonna fucking kill
Yeah.
you. Yeah. He's like,
What is it like? The best part of my day is like when I walk up and knock on that door.
And you
Yeah.
might not be
And you might not be there.
And then also just the romance stuff with Minnie Driver.
Yeah.
That scene
See
where
about a girl.
they split for a while.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah,
like,
when she gets mad at him,
Yeah.
there's a lot of waterworks there. And
Yeah.
then just the end when he's like driving away to go see about a girl.
He puts the
and,
note in-
and then Robin goes, "You stole my line."
Yeah.
yeah. And then Elliot Smith is the set, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and you're just
And that's when we all got into Elliot Smith.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not you because of Oregon.
Because of Oregon, yeah. I got into Elliot Smith during my heroin years. I was literally, no.
The whole
Also-
soundtrack's amazing.
The fight between Robin Williams and the other math professor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Skarsgård, right?
Yeah.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, just like when they're like losing it and they talk about all their post like college bullshit.
All their
and it's
old
like,
shit.
yeah, it's just like so into like you're like it's finally coming. It's all coming to the surface.
Yeah.
Those are intense moments in your life when you finally let people like when you take down the blinds and let everybody have it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Crazy.
What's like that's I don't know. That's what I like. I mean, that's what makes it a great movie. Is there's all these like layers to it. Where like even the characters that aren't the main character that this is about have like additional backstories.
Yeah.
And like relationships with other characters.
Yeah. And those moments where it, like, Robin Williams' history informs, like, how he deals with Matt Damon. Because remember that one point where he's, like, talks shit about his wife, and he's, like, he gets real violent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you ever fucking mention my wife?
Yeah, he goes, yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
He calls him something weird too. Cheesy.
Yeah.
you got that.
Not the greatest Boston accent, but I never really think about it.
Yeah, I don't
He's
care. Yeah.
perfect in it. Everyone.
He's great. I'll say that the bad accents don't really bother me
Yeah,
that much.
If it's the right person.
Yeah, if it's the right person.
Yeah.
There was that
The
movie-
acting can carry it. Like the rest of the acting
Yeah.
can carry it.
I always wanted though, like just cast Mark Wahlberg in like period pieces, just to have like a guy in the Wild West with like Boston accent.
That'd be amazing.
And Minnie Driver is such a good crier. Oh, she's such a good
yeah.
on-screen crier. And then when she does like the big cry, like a gulp in that movie, when I can't remember what he does. He just like he stands her up, or he breaks it off, and then
Yeah.
she does like that silent.
Oh, he
like,
calls her, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he calls it, yeah. And she's just busted up
kills
over
me.
it. Oh, when she lets him have it over the money, that he makes the money come, she stands up for herself. That's all. That whole movie is just fucking a tearjerker.
It is
Thank
emotionally
you
related.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, great fit. Yeah.
And probably like a very inspiring movie if you're a janitor at a college.
Yeah.
Just give it a
Yeah.
shot.
If
Solve
you're
one,
also
solve
a
it.
math genius.
Maybe I'll try to do somebody's math.
Fuck me, or fag of what now?
4 plus 5. Yeah, nothing but a mop hand.
This is the Mukes and Eggs guy.
Directed masterfully by Gus Van Sant from
Portland, Oregon.
Frequenter of Mary's.
Frequenter of Mary's, yeah.
But I think it's really good he made the choice not to. I mean, that movie couldn't have been anywhere else but
No,
Boston. And if Gus had been like, we're doing it in Oregon, that movie would have sucked.
Would have been terrible.
Nobody else spits
He's a
ice
math
there.
genius at Portland State University.
You like apples?
Oh, the city is your campus.
You like apples? Yeah, me too. There's this farmer's market on the PSP park block.
Everyone just gets along.
Yeah. Maybe it could be an open thing between the three of us.
At the end, he turns down a job from Reed College instead of the Department of Defense.
Good Will Hunting, excellent pick. It is a serpentine draft, which means you also get to make your third pick now.
Oh man. Okay. All right. This is hard. I'm gonna go terms of endearment.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
Oh Mike, don't watch it.
What's it? Who's in it and what's in it?
Deborah
good.
Winger and Jeff Daniels. Young, gorgeous, both of them. Jack Nicholson, Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah.
All-star fucking cast.
Great movie.
Deborah Winger has cancer, but Jeff Daniels is also cheating on her. But she has 2 kids, and there's a
She's
little
cheating
boy
on him
who's
too.
sweet. He's the youngest. He loves her a lot. And then she has like a 12-year-old boy who's like a dick, you know? So the crying scene, amongst others, there's a lot. Is she's in the bed, she's saying her final goodbyes to her kids.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This
Yeah.
will fucking kill you. Especially because brothers, no, don't watch it.
Yeah. I think about this stuff all the
So
time.
she's laying in bed, and the kid's still being kind of a dick. The little one's crying, and she's like, I know that you love me, and it's hard for you to say. And later in life, when you say to yourself, oh, I should have told her while she was still alive, don't be that hard on yourself. Don't do that to
I'm
yourself.
gonna cry right now.
I am not ready. I am not.
And then the little one is just sobbing the whole time. He's probably the greatest kid actor of our lifetime, and I don't think he did anything else. He's got this bowl cut and little cherub cheeks, and he's sobbing. And then the older one, the dickish kid, goes out, and they say goodbye or whatever, and then she says to the little one who's crying, she said, I was pretty scared, but I think that went okay, right? And the little one just nods his head through tears.
God.
It's fucked up.
Oh.
There's also a lot of Shirley MacLaine won an Oscar for it.
Yeah.
Well deserved. There's a great scene with her where they're like not giving Deborah Winger the pain medicine, and she's like, "Give my daughter the shot!" Like screaming at these nurses. Why does she have to be in pain? Give my daughter the shot. And it's like waterworks. That whole movie.
So
Then
good.
there's a scene at the funeral at the end after Deborah Winger's dead, where Jack Nicholson is sort of this like gruff, cool guy, like player neighbor. You know, he's not like really into kids. Finally, kind of takes the two boys under his wing. You know, like come play with me.
Oh my
And
god.
you're like, oh, he's gonna take care of these kids.
Jack Nicholson took
Have
him
you
to the
seen
Rainbow
his
Room and got him hammered.
He took him to the.
Then they went over
They
to
sat
Candy,
courtside at the Lakers.
they went over to Candy Bergen's place and did rails.
Jack Nicholson as Jack Nicholson.
Have you seen it?
If I have, it's been a long
Marissa?
time.
Can I speak
think
to Marissa?
Of course, yeah, really, person.
I
Marissa
can't
hasn't
believe
seen
you
it.
guys. You gotta
I think,
watch it.
I think I thought I had seen it, but I'm thinking of maybe Steel Magnolias in my head.
I
Don't
think it's
mention
on.
other movies.
I think it's on, yeah, especially that one. I think it's on one of the apps. Says
Yeah.
here John Lithgow's.
It's on Netflix. Oh yeah, John Lithgow.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It won 5 Oscars.
Whoa!
It's very good.
James L. Brooks, Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Adapted Screenplay.
I would say it's
Wow.
one of the most. It's one of the biggest crying movies of all time.
I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's all watch it.
Danny
together.
DeVito's in it too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Danny DeVito's in it. Shirley
What-
MacLaine's
What
so
a
hot.
strange career he's had.
I know.
DeVito?
Yeah.
He's great, man.
He's fantastic, but he just like, now I think people like, a whole generation of people only identify him with It's Always Sunny in Philly.
Yeah.
And like he's been in so many movies, he's been great in so many things.
He's the best.
He was like, even that movie Jack the Bear, which is not a great movie.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't think anybody was going to pick it, but
No, that's a good one though.
but there's a scene where he like freaks out, and it is so intense. His kids are just bawling. Oh Jesus!
He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, so is Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm. Again, as Jack Nicholson.
And Christopher Lloyd, I think, was in that too.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
This is such a bummer.
Terms of
This
it,
is
I know.
I'm about to flip the script
Oh,
with my next pick.
Poor
absolutely.
dogs.
I'm gonna go with Crying Laughing.
Oh,
there you go.
Happy
Happy
Gilmore.
Gilmore crying laughing.
Yes. So I'll set the scene. I was hanging out. I was with my cousins. Me and my sister were staying with my cousins, and we always stayed with them. And it was my my Uncle Dave, and he would always rent us like really, just like he loved movies and music. So he would like always introduce us to a bunch of stuff. And off this random chance, he was like, "Hey, this is this movie with this guy from SNL. Like, do you guys want to watch this?" And I had never seen anything Adam Sandler before, and we watched it. And my sister was older than me, and my cousin was older than me, and I pissed my pants laughing. Pissed my pants laughing, cried laughing, and I was given no shit for it. Like, everyone understood, because everyone else was also like on the ground convulsing laughing.
You know specifically what parts?
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, like the Bob Barker thing was just crazy because
Yeah,
you didn't really
so
see
absurd.
That is
cameos
amazing.
like that, and then for him to like, you know, as a kid, like the turn of him beating the shit out of Adam
Price
Sandler
is wrong,
was
bitch.
That's
great.
Yeah.
so funny.
It's perfect.
When he walks away shadow boxing, when he's just like, he doubles up his jab and throws up.
How much did that make you like? How much more did that make you like Bob Barker?
shit.
That
So
moved
much,
him
right?
into like a lot of like Gadzooks t-shirts.
Yeah.
And it's moves.
And there's specific meaning. I would always they would make fun of me because there's that scene where Happy Gilmore is on the intercom and he's like talking to his girlfriend, you know, and he's like going back and forth between very loving and like yelling at her.
Yeah.
And then she leaves, and then he's just kind of doing it to no one. And there's just one scene where there's just a kid outside,
Oh, yeah.
kind of listening, and I looked exactly like that kid. But it was great. But yeah, like that whole, I don't know, I remember laughing so hard at the old Asian woman who comes in,
You
and
know
then the
what,
next
breakfast?
morning being like, oh my god, that's so perfect.
Yeah.
To the light closes in. To the night closes in.
Yeah.
And then it's like the door swings open too.
Kevin Nealon being that psychopath.
Oh yeah.
Just send it home.
Shoot her again.
Yeah, Shooter
The
McGavin.
fantasy, like the fantasies you would have, and the way they would get disturbed were like so fucking funny to me.
And then I think when they would show him being edited on TV as they were watching it, for some reason the bleeps were funnier to me than the swearing.
Yeah,
So it's like if you were watching this on TV, it's just constant.
Bleeps are always kind of funny.
I think bleeps are funnier than swearing. Yeah. It's like a bar is funnier than showing like a dick. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Also, it's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Him taking the baseballs, like in the, or the,
What? Going to the batting cage?
When he goes to the batting cage and takes the baseballs to the chest?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit! Oh, just one more to them.
That was like you that day after the breakup.
That's why you didn't hit it.
No, I couldn't feel at all.
But yeah,
this is a survival state.
And just like and I'm totally in love with like the class warfare of those kinds of movies, like Trash versus Clash.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. There's so much good stuff. And also like when somebody pulls up in a limo and he just goes, "Whoa, must be Burt Reynolds or something." Like, what is your deal? Everything's like, he has like this habit of dated references in his movies. Yeah. Of course, that's like what The Wedding Singer was about, I think.
Dated references, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to flip the script on people. Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Also kind of touching, I mean, the whole thing with
his grandma.
His grandma is like emotional, and with the
Julie Bowen.
All in the Hips guy. What's
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. What's his character's name?
Chubbs.
Chubbs. Yeah,
the hand thing.
Golfing legend Gilmore.
When he was like gluing his hand back together.
I'm gonna pee right now.
It's like he didn't have enough money to get a new hand.
He says to him, he's like, a big guy like you, I thought you would have played a sport like football. And he goes, my mom thought it was too dangerous. And he's just like, yeah, makes sense. He just grabs his hand. So stupid.
I have no comedies on this list.
Me
Just want
neither.
everybody to know. That was a refreshing shift from
That
terms
was
of
nice.
endearment, though.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Listen, we all deal with mental health in our own way. We're all growing, we're all changing all the time. One thing that pops into my head is after my daughter was born, I had postpartum depression. I didn't even know that could happen. It's something that happened to me. And with therapy, it's all about deepening your self-awareness, understanding yourself. It's the whole point of therapy. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can do just that. They can take you down that road of self-discovery from wherever you are. It's helpful learning positive coping skills, how to set boundaries. It's so clutch. I can't say no to anything ever. So setting boundaries is something that I need to focus on. It's just one of the many, many things that I need to focus on. But if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Honestly, it's done entirely online, designed to be convenient. It's extremely flexible. It's suited to your schedule. All you got to do, you just fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/allfantasy today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/allfantasy.
What I'm going to take next with my third pick is a thing I'm not even sure is a good movie. I like it. I don't know if it's a good movie, but it's certainly a fucking tearjerker. I'm going to take Big Fish.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Heavy dad implications in this thing.
Dad implications.
Yeah, dad stuff's always,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't
And
know
what's
what
weird
to
is,
tell you
like,
guys.
And Albert Finney, he's fantastic.
He's so good in it.
And weirdly, it's like my dad likes that movie, and then I like that movie, and I'm like, how do we both
He thinks it's
think
about
we're the
his
same?
dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever, yeah. I mean, it's like that. We all have that, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
circle of life.
interlocking
But
things.
you can stop the cycle, Zach.
Yeah, that was
I
like
will.
right before Matt Burton got
And your
obsessed
kid will
with
be
weird
like,
trees.
I don't relate to this at all.
There were plenty of weird trees in Big Fish.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like, it wasn't like, they were putting them on Hot Topic sauce yet.
It's a great book, too.
Is it a good book?
Yeah.
I haven't read the book.
The book's a tearjerker.
The Tall
as
Tales
well.
are great.
Yeah.
The Tall Tales are amazing. It's a really whimsical, fun movie like that.
Albert Finney is
Albert
fantastic.
Finney's great in it, yeah.
What's the lead's name? I can't remember.
Well, there's Ewan McGregor plays young, and then it's Billy Crudup.
Billy
Crudup,
Is the son, right? Yeah.
Billy Crudup having a renaissance.
Is he? What's Crudup doing?
Crudup renaissance. He's in everything right now.
He's been resurrected.
Yeah. He's in that show Gypsy.
Oh, is he in that Stanford Experiments thing?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I think he might be that. But yeah, he's great. And then is it Jessica Lange? Is that the
Yeah,
she's like
the mom.
Yeah, she's
always a good on-screen crier too. Yeah.
But she is great in like covered. She's just so fucking good in everything she does.
Yeah.
But I like another movie that ends with the funeral scene and all the characters that he were like
The real
felt like
versions
the
giant.
Yeah, that was like the coolest thing.
They're just these embellishments.
And it is a good movie, but like I think
And if you haven't, like, I mean, my dad's still around. I'm very fortunate in that way, but like, he's sort of like a self-aggrandizing, sort of blustery type person sometimes, and then like sort of like relate to that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And then be like, look at that. You can love even those imperfections about stuff.
Right.
Well, that's what you have to come to terms with.
And that's like kind of, I mean, it's a little bit of a movie about storytelling too. I mean, just like you're always embellishing certain things from how you take them in.
Well, it shows him as a young man, which is kind of like when he wants to leave the town, right? Like because he's like the hot shit. If I remember, I haven't seen the movie in years, but like he's like hot shit in this town.
Yeah.
And then
He's the
just
big
like, I feel like
fish
this world is too
in a small town.
Like you're just like, oh.
I always felt like this Steve Buscemi character where he's like, I'm going to stay in this town. This feels nice.
Must be nice to be that guy.
Oh, Danny Elfman doing work in there too.
Yeah.
The score.
Isn't that Juliette? What's her name? Is it the French actress that she plays Billy Crudup's wife?
Banoche?
Is that her? Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I think she plays
Marie.
Marion Cotillard.
Yeah.
Marion Cotillard. Ali.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
She is. She's great in not gonna get picked with Midnight in Paris. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna get picked.
Very alluring.
Okay.
Also pretty solid in public